Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How you doing? Well, it is January 23rd of 2026. It is almost 7 p.m. on Friday, and it's just now starting to come in. This morning, I was able to get up, go do what I needed to do. Basically, I didn't DoorDash at all because immediately this morning, as soon as I felt how cold it was outside and that wind, I said, no, after I'm done with what I need to do, I'm not going to DoorDash. I'm not going to freeze my butt off for any amount of money. Even though DoorDash kept sending me notifications saying that the area was busy. So I probably could have made some decent money today. But I just had other things on my mind and getting things done and yeah, decided to, well, um, I had to go do something today that concerned what was taking place last weekend. Um, then after that was said and done, what did I do? I think I came home for a little while. I went to the store also. I think I might have went to the store first. What did I get? What was it that I needed to get? Oh, I went got some bananas and a few small items. I did get a small thing of coffee, even though it wasn't really the brand that I wanted. Then I went to Moods. They're a vape and cannabis store. Uh, I went there and got me a new fogger pod, which I gotta take everything off so far still. But it's pink and blue. And David, the guy that works behind the counter there, told me that, and I've had pink and blue in the Geek Bar before, but David told me it is blueberry and cotton candy. And yes, this is that flavor. So I got me another vape. That way I've got plenty of vape for if I get snowed in tomorrow or get snowed in this weekend. I don't know if I'm going to work tomorrow or not. Just depends on how much sleet we have and how much snow we have out on the ground. Now, tomorrow afternoon, when it's time for me to go to work, the snow's not going to be snowing, but we're supposed to get a second round of snow approximately 7 p.m. tomorrow night. And it'll snow from approximately 7 p.m. tomorrow night until Sunday morning sometime. So, I mean, I probably could make it to work tomorrow, but I don't know if I'd make it home tomorrow night. I don't know. It just depends on how well the roads are. So, I guess I'll just take it as it comes. Like I said, in the morning, I'll get up, see what it looks like out there. If it looks like it's not going to be something that I am willing to attempt, then I'm calling it. And like I said, I don't call in often at all. This past Sunday was the first time I called in since last May. So shoot, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, basically 8 months. I went from the time I came back from my surgery until I called in a week this past Sunday. 8 months. Before that, before I had my surgery, I called in. I started working there in 23. I called in, I think, once for being sick. It was like a stomach bug or something going around. The second time I called in was because my grandson had a eye infection, bacterial eye infection. He was like 9 days old, and they had to take him to the emergency room in the middle of the night. And they didn't have anybody to watch the girls while they were at the emergency room, so I came over to their house and stayed there until their mom and dad got home. And I was supposed to work that next day. I think it was really early in the morning, but because by then I was on day shift, but I wasn't able to go into work. No, I wasn't on day shift then. What am I thinking? I just didn't go in that next day because I had minimal sleep. And I was worried about my grandson. And that was in 23. So 2 times in 23. And then in 24, I might have called in once. So there's a total of 3 times. Then I think in the early stages of 25, I might have called in. So there would have been like once, and then I had my surgery and was off for that. And so I've called in maybe a total of 4 times in 2.5 years. There's some people that work my job that call in once a week, and they're still employed. So I think for considering I've worked there 2.5 years and only called in 4 days, that's pretty good. Maybe 5 if I missed a day somewhere in between there. 5 times in 30 months, that's not bad. So yeah, I'm just sitting there drinking my coffee, smoking my weed, and vaping my nicotine. Um, so far, seems like everything's going good. Sorry about that. My mother was calling me to check on my daughter. Because my daughter was out and about today doing a couple of clients before the weather came in. So she could get all that done and enjoy her weekend. So my mom just called me to ask me if I'd heard from Kelsey yet. I told her no. Why am I supposed to? She goes, well, I was just wondering if she made it home from that client's house since it's starting to sleet and stuff now. And she had messaged her, I guess, and then I guess Kelsey replied back and said not yet. And then when she got home, she sent, I am home. So I think she was in the process of coming home when my mom sent the message. Anyway, I told my mom I'd call her later, but I really didn't want to right now because, well, I've talked to my daughter a lot today. I've seen my daughter a lot today. I've seen my grandkids today. I'm ready just to sit at home and not have to deal with any human at this point in time. Just me, myself, and I. And I'll have to keep checking out there because I got my rock salt over there. Bag of rock salt. And I put some out on the ground before it came. And I guess I can go and fill up my cup and go out there and sprinkle some more on after it's been a while because it'll help melt it, I don't want to have to keep doing it though, but I'll try to do it in a little bit in layers. Hopefully it'll melt it down and it won't be as thick, but I'm not going to be able to, keep an eye on it. I mean, like once I go to bed, that's it. It's going to be what it's going to be. But I think it's eventually going to turn over to snow, but I'm not exactly sure when they said that's going to happen. I've listened to so many weather updates and everything changing. Like one minute they were saying, "Oh, the the ice is going to be further south, and snow's going to be further north, and we're getting sleet. At least it's not freezing rain, and at least it's not straight ice. So it's a mixture. It's a mixture of ice and snow because it's out. It's white out there on the ground. Looks like snow, but it's not. Eventually, snow's coming. Anyways, if y'all are in the path of the storm, I hope you're all hunkered down and prepped up. The further east you got a little bit more time. Um, like the Carolinas, I don't think it's going to hit the Carolinas until like Sunday. So y'all still have all day tomorrow to pretty much prep. Anybody that's in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas, Louisiana, if you didn't do your preps, well, you shit out of luck now. It's like me. I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to starve. I'm not going to freeze to death. There's another thing. I got a sleeping bag in there. A sleeping bag that I bought back when I was traveling and boondocking and living out of my van. And it's not as good as the one I had when I was homeless with Daryl. When Daryl and I was homeless, the best sleeping bag I ever had was this mummy bag. And it was the best mummy bag they had as far as like the temperature was concerned. They mummy bags are like graded on levels on like temperature as far as like what temperatures it'll protect you from, on the outside of that sleeping bag. So like my mummy bag, I think would protect you up to like 32 below zero or something like that. It's pretty good. Some only protect it down to like 0 degrees. Some don't have that capability. But that mummy bag, it kept me and Daryl, the mummy bags that Daryl and I had, it kept us warm and safe many, many nights in our tent when it was freezing cold outside. I think the coldest temperature that we ever actually endured was where the high was like 14 degrees for the day. And at night, it dropped down below zero and it was pretty chilly. It was pretty cold. And, but we survived. And I'm here and live to tell about it. Yay. My hair is getting crazy, people. Ugh. Need to get it cut. But I don't want to cut it too short. Because I've been growing it since last April. Because last April was when I got it cut right before I had surgery. And now, as you can see, when I wear this hat, it's another reason why I kind of quit wearing a hat for a minute because it flattens my hair right here. But if I'm going to keep this long hair, there's two things I need to buy. Even though I don't really want to buy one of the items, but in order for me to use the second item, I have to have the other item. I need a hair dryer and I need a curling iron. I really only want the curling iron. But if I want to style my hair and it's like in the morning time and I'm in the process of going somewhere or like afternoon, you know, either I'm going to have to get up and make sure my hair has plenty of time to dry naturally and then curl it, or I blow dry it and then curl it. I don't really like blow drying my hair because the heat damages the hair. But we'll see how it goes. I did talk to my hairstylist. She came in the grocery store last week, I think it was, and I told her I'm trying to make it until springtime before I come in and get a haircut again. Simply because having longer hair during the winter does help keep your head a little warmer than if you just barely have any hair at all. But when I do go in and get my hair cut, I'm not going to get it cut as short as y'all have seen me before. Not that I don't like that hairstyle, because I do, but at the same time, my hair is kind of growing out in a way I like it, and all I have to do is just kind of maybe maintain it a little bit better, and not by like putting product on it or anything, but just by curling it, combing it, putting it in a specific style, instead of just letting it be hanging wherever it naturally hangs right now at the moment. Because that's pretty much, I get out of the shower, I brush my hair wet, brush it all the way back. I just basically slick it back, let it dry natural, and it does its own thing. But because of the fact that it's getting longer up here on top, that's why it kind of, when I don't wear a hat and have my hair pushed down, that's why it kind of has that natural wave, that natural curl. And I do have natural curly hair. The longer it gets, the curlier it gets. It's harder to maintain just by brushing it and allowing it to dry naturally. It's frizzier, it's just out of control. The only way I can control my hair is by curling it and putting it into a specific shape for a specific amount of time. And I don't even know why I got on that subject. So my apologies. This was not going to be a video about any specific thing in mind other than the weather, basically what I did today, and what I'm going to be doing over the next couple of days, which is nothing. As long as I have power, which I hope that we never lose it. Our governor, he went on TV today and said that Oklahoma's prepared for this storm because of the fact that, well, in my opinion, they already knew it was coming way before it came. I mean, I can talk about those types of subjects in other videos, but I do believe our weather is manipulated. And I do believe that our weather is manipulated and steered. I wouldn't say it's definitely started by any artificial things, by like them seeding the clouds or doing the chemtrails and things that they do, but that helps it along. But it's frequencies. A lot of it's frequency. That is able to manipulate and guide the storm into the areas that they want to guide it into. And they can stall it out as well to linger over a specific area for a specific amount of time if they want that said area to receive a ton of rain or a ton of snow or whatever. There's a reason why it's all happening. I mean, today's January 23rd. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to stop this video right here, right now, And I'm going to make another video in detail, not in a lot of detail, but I'll give out a lot more information on specific things and leave links for people to go research if that's what they choose to do. All right. Peace, love, hugs, nugs. And see you on the next go around, which will probably be in a couple of hours. Bye for now.